Welcome to One More Glass, the weekly wine show that looks to demystify the world of wine.
I thought you were going to say looks too good to be true for a second then.
Immediately when you see us come on camera, you think that is too good to be true. But
well, today, actually, let's preface this. We both like our food, don't we?
well, this is why you're a perfect partner in crime, mate.
Yeah. So I'm just a bit like a waiter right now because today we're doing food and wine.
You brought this to me. You're literally serving me these items of
I'm
food.
serving you what is possibly the weirdest plate of food you've ever eaten.
Yeah, it's definitely not something you often see on a menu.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to the exploration of different foods and tastes, especially with wine, and that's what it's all about, food and wine pairing.
This is going to be a really rapid fire food and wine pairing, okay? Let's taste food, let's taste wine. Smoked salmon.
Smoked salmon.
Delicious. We all know it works with white wine.
Okay, so what should I do? Just eat this?
Eat that.
And then have a bit of white wine?
Yeah.
Can people at home do this as well?
Of course I can, yeah. If you've got a bit of salmon, got a bit of white wine, try it with that. So at the moment we've got a Sauvignon Blanc in that glass. Doesn't matter what.
Lovely, refreshing, worked perfectly.
And that acidity balances with the oiliness and it kind of cuts through it and it becomes very fresh.
That was actually really
delicious.
enjoyable. That was a really nice combo.
Good, try it with the red wine.
Love that.
Try
Love that.
it with the red wine.
Mental note, that's a great combo.
Sauvignon Blanc, smoked salmon, or any lighter fish. Here we go again.
And this is
Cabernet
Sauvignon.
This is a Cabernet Sauvignon, yeah. So pretty deep, heavy red wine.
Oh my God, that's absolutely disgusting.
Horrible, isn't it? And I think people always say, I'll drink what I want to drink.
That's absolutely rank.
And I'll eat what I want to eat. And this is
genuinely terrible.
This is one of the best examples of food and wine matching, because that's disgusting, isn't it? The red wine and the salmon is horrible. It creates, the tannins create some kind of reaction with the oil and it tastes like iodine. It's horrible.
I didn't realise this was a push to control. Don't worry.
So yeah, basic food and wine pairing, it does matter, and that's what that was to illustrate. Let's move on to something nice. So try the red wine with the beef.
Red wine with the beef?
Yeah, I think everyone knows.
It's going to work, isn't it?
It's going to work, yeah.
Right, that's beef, yep, got it.
Delicious, right?
Yeah.
But how does it change the wine?
I mean, I like maybe slightly better cut of beef, but with that exception, I mean, you haven't served me the nicest part there.
If we could have brought in a steak fillet, then we would have done. Budgets, my friend.
Huh? Come on.
And try it with the cheese as well, similar effect. So what we're basically doing here is consuming foods that are relatively high in proteins, and the proteins react with the tannins to kind of even them out. So it softens the wine. So if you get a very hard tannic wine, drink it with hard cheese or with beef. It works really nicely.
That works perfectly.
Yeah. So
great combo.
Let's move on let's move on to the white wine again. And if you try a little bit of the goat's cheese back here.
Goat's cheese?
Goat's cheese and white wine. And this is an example really of how I think the number one rule in food and wine pairing is if you're cooking a dish from a certain region, drink the wine that is made in the same region. So the Loire Valley, famous for Sauvignon Blanc.
Works really well, really nice combination.
Brings
the feel in the mouth nice.
Brings them both out, doesn't it?
Yeah, so the cheese, really soft cheese, it really coats the mouth, quite creamy. But then when you have the wine, the freshness, the acidity comes through. And actually the texture it creates in your mouth is actually quite nice and it cleans it all out.
Yeah, it makes them both more pleasurable.
Yeah, both of them are actually improved by each other.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And try a tomato with the white wine. So this is all about matching characteristics within wine. So this is high acid wine. A cherry tomato is a high acid, it's a fruit, isn't it? And if you get both of those together, it makes for a very sort of palatable, easy drinking sensation.
I'll be honest with you, it wasn't my favourite. It wasn't my favourite.
No, I think it's more of a culinary rule rather than a flavour match, and that's just the thing. You've got to keep those things in balance with one another. So just something to consider. I wouldn't serve a tomato and Sauvignon Blanc on the table, but now pick either one of them. You're probably going to go for the red and try some chocolate.
Okay.
Got a little
I have a feeling this is not going to be nice at all, but let's go for it.
Square of dairy milk.
I'm enjoying this bit. I like the chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate's good. Try it with either wine. I think most people will go for red wine to go with chocolate, which it's not a million miles away.
It's sour and
yeah, and this is the thing. If you ever put sweet food,
bitter and sour,
sweet food with dry wine doesn't
a little bit
work.
more just to.
There's absolutely...
Oh, but there's just no fruit in that wine. It's just all bitter and sourness. That's it. There's just no like pleasurability at all.
Yeah, completely flattens the wine. And to be honest, it may sound conceited, but you need a wine that is sweeter than the pudding that you're eating to make it work. And that is a golden rule. Always get a sweeter wine than the pudding. Right, you've got a final thing in the middle there. It's a nice curry. I think it's a chicken jalfrezi.
Chicken jalfrezi. Look at that.
So have a
Do
look.
I just eat the sauce, or do you want me to put a bit of chicken in there as well?
I just go for the sauce if I was you.
Just the sauce.
I don't want you dropping it down yourself.
Which is, there's a very high chance of that happening.
Yeah, we put in a request for bibs, but that was denied.
This is actually the 15th take. This is my my 15th.
Dry cleaning bills are huge.
Yeah.
That's why we couldn't afford the fillet steak. So try that with either one of the wines, or with both of them if you like. You know, have a spoonful with each. And what?
Oh my god, that could be the worst. I think that could be the worst.
Is that worse than the
Because
salmon?
this has got like sweetness, but spiciness at the same time.
Yeah.
And that just like on both sides killed it.
Yeah. It doesn't. Sadly, it really doesn't work. Try it with the white wine.
Oh my god, that was really. I think that might be my least favourite of them.
You'll find the white wine slightly better, I think. But curry, sadly, as much as I love it.
All types of curry?
Almost all types of curry. You can get away maybe more with like a Thai curry and some Gewürztraminer or something. Sweeter wine generally goes better with curry, because if you can get something that's very hefty.
Oh my god, that's awful.
It just doesn't balance particularly well. But wine and curry.
Worse.
India has no native wine industry. They've not grown up together. So there's only, if you don't mind me reaching over, there's only one wine that will go with curry. That's lager. So that's a hot tip if you're having curry.
I think it's unfair that I've tasted all this and you haven't had anything. So
Drink
you can have
lager.
the perfect, you can have the...
Cheers.
Why don't you have the match made in heaven?
I just fancy the lager. So the point of the grape, and we're going to need a serious close-up on this. So that's a red grape. It's got a red grape skin, but underneath, in all grapes, the flesh is white. I don't know, can we get that? Right, so we got white flesh in red grapes. So, and you can probably see the colour sort of bleeding into it slightly there. All red wine, all the colour and flavour that goes into red wine comes from the grape skin. Curry on my finger. So you can actually make white wine from red grapes. So if you ever see a champagne with Blanc de Noir on the side of it, that means that it is a white wine made from red grapes. Little interesting fact. And that is our quick match
I thought that was for the pairing.
Food and wine.
Food and wine.
Yeah.
Grape and grape.
Grape and grape, yeah.
Grape and fermented grape.
I hope you enjoyed yourself. Ooh.
God, I feel like I need a bit of a lay down after that smorgasbord of a very different type of food and drinks. But
favourite pairing before we wrap up?
Favourite pairing? Do you know what? I might go with the goat cheese and the Sauvignon Blanc. I just really like the combination of that. I would say the classic beef and wine, but it probably wasn't the best type of beef to go with. But I think just based on what you gave me tonight, I really enjoyed the Sauvignon Blanc and the goat cheese. But obviously the salmon worked really well with the white wine, which is a classic combo. Yeah, I think if you get a really nice piece of aged chèvre and some Sancerre, it's an amazing combination. Yeah. I'd go for curry and lager personally. Okay, well on that note, we'll thank you for watching, and I hope you joined in at home if you had these particular ingredients and these particular wines available to do so. We would love to hear from you, so make sure you leave a comment in the section below. And if you enjoyed what you saw today, then make sure you either follow or subscribe to stay in tune with all of our latest content. And we'll see you again soon. Cheers.